Hi guys, today I'm going to show you a wee bit more about the chords that I use and the introductions that you could work on. Again, you don't have to do, I'm sure you won't do the exact same as me, but I'll give you a few ideas. Same like for middle sections and even endings of a particular tune. And we're going to talk a lot more about that minor 7 flat 5 that I keep going on about. Because if you haven't been playing guitar for a long time or even playing this style, it's a missing chord and it's used so much and you can do a lot of developments on it. And there's another wee trick you can do with the minor 7 flat 5 that I want to show you. Another thing you might find interesting, say you're playing a tune, for this one we'll do, I played it before, Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square, you know. I'll rush that a wee bit here. Right, so say you were playing that tune. By the way, I've broken most of my nails. That's why my right hand's all funny today. I've got to dig in to try and get the sound. But that's all my excuses over for this video. Right, so one of the things I was going to suggest to you, if you've got a chance to do quite a reasonably long introduction, I mean, somebody might ask you to do quite a long introduction, or it might be your arrangement of a tune. If the tune's in a tonic key, a major key, like a C, major 7th or major 9th, you don't have to start in a major key. You could actually do your introduction in a minor key and bring it back to make it sound more interesting. And this is where the minor 7 flat 5 comes in. So I'll just say this once because maybe you're bored of me doing it, but I'll go through the fingernail of it just to make sure everybody's got it. And I'll do B minor 7 flat 5 so it's easier to see, okay? So my first finger's on the note of the chord, and that's the key for the whole thing, guys. So my first finger's on a B, okay, on the A string. My third finger's on an F, 3rd fret in the D string. My second finger's on an A, 2nd fret in the G string. And my pinky's on a D, 3rd fret in the B string. So you're getting this. And of course it's a movable chord, and that's why I keep going on nagging you about at least learning the first 5 frets of the guitar. Because wherever you put your first finger, it's a chord. Again, I've said this before. B minor 7th, E flat minor 7th, same chord. I just put my first finger on an E flat, and that's why it's so important to try and learn these. Anyhow, so in the key of C. Now, if you're going to try this, whatever key you're playing the tune, the minor 7 flat 5 is usually a half tone down. So I'm C. So I'm playing B minor 7 flat 5. Right, and then it could go straight to an E, right? But I like playing it with a flat 9th. Just a quick run through. So there's E, okay? There's E 9th, F sharp, okay? So the flat 9th is going to be F natural. And I just like playing it down here. Same thing, because it's movable, I can move it up and down. In fact, that's how James Taylor, If You've Got a Friend, starts. So as you'll hear, it's used quite a lot. But what I'm suggesting is if you're playing a tune in a major key, you could actually start with that minor 7 flat 5 is a lovely introduction. So C, minor 7 flat 5, E flat 9th, then I'm going to A minor, well actually A minor 9th. Now here's a nice wee device if you've got a wee bit of time in your hands and you want to make the introduction a wee bit longer. So in A minor, which is the minor 6 of the key we started off, and remember how we're always talking about 1, 6, 2, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, okay? So that's where that A minor came from. So we'll start from the beginning again. B minor 7th, E flat 9th, A minor 9th, I'm just adding a B on here. Now what you could do to make it interesting is take that A minor chord down a tone to G minor, to C7th, to F, to F minor, then to E minor, then slide it down to the D minor, back to the G. See what I mean? It's a bit of a change. So I'll do that again. B minor 7 flat 5, E flat 9th, A minor 9th, slide down the G minor, G minor, C 7th, F major 7th, F 9th, just F minor. So play the F minor down here, okay? But then that leads you back to your E minor, okay? And then you can slide that down to your D minor. And then your dominant 7th of the key, which you're in C to begin the start. And I'm playing it with a flat 9th. The 9th is A, okay? So I'm playing A flat or G sharp. Like an augmented 5th. Okay, so that's one of the uses of the flat 9th. The other cool thing about the flat 9th is you can use it as a pivot chord. Pivot chord is just, as well as holding a chord, you can pivot the chord round and hit another note. So for example, so if I played the whole chord open, it'd be this, an E. But what I could do, pivot the chord, hit the F. So when I'm playing the flat 9th, that becomes a pedal note. Then even try an A minor with an F. Then back to the E. This is where you get your ideas from, as I say. Another one I'll show you there. Instead of playing an ordinary, say for example, C 7th chord, although this works on all chords, play a 7th, 9th. So 7th note, C 7th, the note's a B flat. So there's your two notes and a C chord. And there's a B flat there. I'm playing it with my pinky. So all I do is change the fingers round. Second finger on a C, first finger on an E. And my third finger's playing the B flat, but I'm going to add a D in here. So it's a 7th, 9th. Okay? And that's a nice alternative just to playing a straight dominant 7th chord. Another cool thing is, sometimes, don't do this all the time because it doesn't always work, then it turns into a cliche, but play a semitone higher than bring it down. That's what a lot of the blues players do, as you hear. But it works in a lot of nice tunes as well. Right, now the other important thing I want to tell you about the minor 7 flat 5 is a different way of playing it. So say for example you wanted to play F sharp minor 7th flat 5, okay? Now we talked about how that's B minor 7th there. Right, B minor 7 flat 5 because I've got my first finger on a B, okay? So now I'm going to move it right up, B, D, E, F sharp. So I'm now playing F sharp minor 7 flat 5, okay? But another way of playing it, right, and I use this a lot, is this shape here, okay? So if you listen, see, except for the bass note's exactly the same, my bass note's an octave lower. Okay, so what am I doing? Well, for F sharp minor 7 flat 5, obviously I'm putting my first finger on an F sharp. Again, that's why I like to learn these notes. First finger on an F sharp. And my pinky is barring the 3 trebles, 1, 2, 3 frets higher. And in modern guitars, it's easy to bar with your pinky, guys. The trick is, get your left hand round. See where my thumb is, right? And this is how, when you play this style of music, that's a no-no. Right, this thumb coming over here playing an F sharp and a D chord, because it means you can't move anything else in that left hand. Okay, I understand why rock players and different players do. That's up to them, that's fine, that's cool. I wouldn't say it's wrong. I'm just saying for some of the chord shapes we want to hit, you can't do it with your thumb there. So when I'm playing this F sharp minor 7 flat 5, my thumb is way over here, and then I can get in, bring your left hand round. And I've got tiny wee hands, I told you that. So those I've got huge big fingers that can reach these stretches. wee hands, and still no bother for me. Okay, so that's your an alternative shape for F sharp minor 7 flat 5, okay? And then the dominant 7th is there. You like your A7th chord, so that's B7th. So F sharp minor, so instead of going to the B, so I'm getting F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to a B, it's B7th. I'm playing F sharp minor 7 flat 5 here to the B7th there, okay? Now, the one more cool thing about an F sharp of that particular shape is it's very, very easy to go from there to a major 7th, and this is a great alternative major 7 shape. Now, I've been playing this for years, and I'm smarter and cleverer than anybody else. It's just that my hands used to moving to these things. So if that's F sharp minor 7 flat 5, okay? If you move your finger down 1, that's me now playing an F. That's you now got a major 7 shape. And I'm well into my 60s, and as I say, and I can hit it no bother, so I'm sure you will. Let me do it in another shape. So say for example, A major 7. Again, first finger's playing the bass, so there's not really any problem there. G major 7th. It's a really good alternative major 7 shape. So again, the minor 7 flat 5, it would be that. Just drop the finger down and you get the major 7 shape. So a tune you suggest you practice that with is The Autumn Leaves, and just the first part of it. We're not going for the melody now, just the shapes. So, right, okay, I'll better show you what I'm doing that first wee part. I'm just playing an A minor chord with a C, but to make it sound more interesting, I'm playing a G along with it, fourths. You see me playing fourths a lot. But this is chords, this isn't melody, it's just to get you used to these shapes. So. And do you remember how we talked about that 7th, 9th chord? So there's the 7th, 9th, but I'm going to move it 1 fret up and bring it down to make it sound just a wee bit more interesting. Okay, then the next chord is G major 7th. See what I'm talking about? Major 7th chord. If I moved it up, it'd be G sharp minor 7 flat 5, but there's the major 7th chord. C major 7th. The chord we talked about, the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Okay, to a B7th. Again, this has nothing to do with the melody, this is just the chords. So A minor with a C and a G. Should be D7th, but we're starting a fret higher and bringing it down. G major 7th. First finger on the G. C major 7th, you know that. F sharp minor, flat 5. To B7th. So I'll do that again. Right, and last few seconds I'm going to do is obviously an endings, okay? So we'll talk about harmonics. Again, I told you guys my thumbnail's broken, but one I normally do, again, only do but once a night. You can't end every tune this way. Say for example, if you're ending a tune in C, it's lovely to do it with harmonics. So basically what's happening is my third finger's playing a C. That's all there is. And then the 5th fret, the natural harmonics at the 5th fret. Okay, I'm just playing them, and what I'm doing is I'm just using my first finger. This is anchored here, and my first finger is touching at the 7th fret. So you get this effect. So I actually held up my third finger and did the harmonics with my second finger. You could do it the other way around about. I'll do that again. And again, don't rush these. Or another way of doing it, it's just as nice and effective. Maybe a better way to start to get used to this. Again, just your first finger on a C. And the harmonics of the 12th fret, again, just do it with your pinky one at a time. So first finger on a C. That's how I'll play the wee tune. Just a nice wee better than just going. Thank you. So, as I say, these are all wee things that I hope it help. Watch out for that minor 7 flat 5. You can use it for a lot of things. And then, as I say, the other wee tip I showed you, even though you're in the major key, you don't have to start in that major key. What you could do is you could start in a minor 7 flat 5. I did it in C, okay? So the tune was in C. Remember I told you just drop down a half step. B minor 7 flat 5. So if the tune was in D, same thing, just down a half step. There's D major 7th. So the tune's in that, just down a half step. And remember the other dodge I told you, dropping down a tone. G major 7th. All sorts of things. In fact, it's quite good sitting there doodling with the guitar, and you'll really get quite a lot of ideas, and sometimes it can even turn into a wee tune or an arrangement. Anyhow, that's all for this session, guys. As I say, keep practicing those chords. Keep your left hand round. Nothing wrong with doing that. It's just if you're going to play these chords, you need to get your left hand round, and it'll be a lot easier for you. Anyhow, lecture over. And I hope you learned at least something from that, and I'll catch you again soon, guys. Bye now.